This bar changed my life before I ever walked in the door.
Ashley McBryde is beloved by country music fans all around the world for her thought-provoking songwriting talents and authentic creativity. But all the fame and fortune in the world can't make up for the struggles and hardships Ashley had to overcome on her journey. And you guys won't believe just how difficult her life has been. Ashley's life growing up was far from glamorous. She was raised in Saddle, Arkansas. Ashley's parents were William McBryde and Martha Wilkins. Ashley didn't exactly have a rock and roll lifestyle back then. In fact, it was extremely strict. Her father was a farmer, doctor, and preacher, and he ran a tight ship at home. Ashley said that growing up, there was always a firearm or Bible around the house. That's actually what inspired her song Bible and a 44. That's just the way she was raised, but according to her, it was as mean as it was sweet. Ashley had a very religious upbringing. While other kids were watching TV or listening to fairy tales at night, she was being read chapters of the Bible by her mother. The only other stories her mom would read were chapters from Laura Ingalls Wilder, the author behind Little House on the Prairie. Still, there was music in their house, and that's what she gravitated towards. There were songs by the Carpenters and Chris Christopherson, which were morally okay with her parents, but enough to get Ashley interested in music. Ashley was extremely sheltered as a kid. The town they were in didn't even have cable TV or satellite, and they didn't have internet there until she was well into her teenage years. She spent most of her time just listening to the radio, which also made her love for music grow. And Ashley's father had more than just his Bible and firearm around the house. He also had his prized Martin guitar, except Ashley was forbidden from ever playing it, despite her growing interest in music. But when her dad wasn't looking, she picked up that special guitar, and Bible and a 44 came right out of her. She was at his house for his 70th birthday, but he wasn't home, and she knew exactly where the guitar was. She pulled it out of the closet, removed it from the case, and started writing the song right away. Bible in a 44 is an autobiographical song, and the lyrics paint a sad picture of Ashley's childhood. She said that it's about a father who doesn't approve of any of his children making any kind of living in the entertainment industry, which is exactly how her father felt. According to Ashley, her dad thought that it was unacceptable for anyone to earn their money through entertainment. However, eventually, Ashley's parents did cave and buy her a guitar, and after attending college, she made the decision that this was what she wanted to do with her life. But the reaction she got from her dad was far from supportive. Ashley's father was getting seriously sick a few years ago, and she decided to take a trip with him before things got even worse. He asked her to promise that after she's made her money and gotten her fill of the music stuff, as she called it, she would go to medical school. But Ashley was already hugely successful at that point, and she decided that she had to be careful about the things she was going to share with him, mostly because being a success in music was so important to her, but she knew it was never important to him. And by sharing that success with her father, she was only opening herself up to intense disappointment because she never got the reaction she expected or deserved. Ashley tried telling her father that despite his initial objection, she had finally made it in country music and was a success. She told him that she wasn't just playing bars anymore. She graduated all the way up to arenas, and fans around the world were screaming the lyrics to her songs when she got on stage. While a typical parent might be thrilled to hear that, Ashley's father was not. He said that he was proud for her, but not proud of her. And that's a big difference. But Ashley has faced criticism from beyond just her family. She was told repeatedly that she needed to lose weight and start running to burn some pounds off. This happened early on in her career at a photo shoot before she had any power or agency over her image. Ashley said that she wouldn't run even if a bear was chasing her. She said that just like every other woman in the world, she was trying to lose 10, 20, or 30 pounds. But she wasn't going to let other people shaming her body get in the way of how she felt about herself, any more than she allowed her father's disparaging comments to impact her self-esteem. While Ashley started talking about her family on Bible in a 44, she was far from done sharing her story with the world. On the album, The Devil I Know, she pulled the curtain back on her complicated childhood. One song in particular, Learn to Lie, tries to track her habit of pursuing less than honest relationships to the dysfunctional communication style she saw growing up. She says in the lyrics that she used to hear her mom tell her father that she was tired because babies make you tired. But really, she knows that her mom was just unhappy. As the song goes on, Ashley reveals intimate secrets about her father's infidelity. She says that even though he said he was working late, what he was really working on was cheating on her mother. When Ashley was asked about how her family feels about the music, she said that she isn't even sure her father's ever heard it. But Ashley's mother apparently listens to every song she releases. Ashley talked to her mother about the lyrics because she didn't want her to feel blindsided. She insists that she's proud of the way she was raised, even if a lot of it was difficult and downright toxic. Her mother agreed that all the lyrics were true, which is just heartbreaking. But it's not the only sad thing that happened to Ashley's family. Sadly, Ashley's brother Clay McBryde passed away. He was a 53-year-old Army veteran and police officer. He passed away in June 2018, and Ashley has since developed developed severe anxiety. After it happened, she started having major panic attacks and didn't understand what was going on. She had to do her best to get through shows before she was even able to find out what was going on with her brother. She said that she was in Europe and she felt like she was in an incredibly weird headspace, trying to keep up with her hectic schedule while processing the trauma. She said that ultimately she just kept moving so that everything wouldn't completely fall apart. She said it's not about her when she's on tour, it's about the fans, so she just had to get over herself. And nobody cares if she's tired or has some bad news, they just want her to go on stage. So that's what she did, and that's what she's been doing ever since, even if the pain is still there. Ashley didn't have an easy start to her life, and it doesn't seem to have gotten much easier since. Just because you're a success doesn't mean it's all smooth sailing. But she's taken her journey and turned it into beautiful music to share her pain with the world and hopefully help out others who are going through similar situations. And that's why her fans love her so much. But what do you guys think? Should Ashley's father have been more supportive? What's your favorite Ashley McBryde song? Let me know in the comments below.